Live from Fox 13, this is breaking news.
All southbound lanes of I-5 shut down near the Ship Canal Bridge right now. A crash investigation is underway. One driver missing, possibly in the water below, possibly walked off that bridge after this crash just before 5 a.m. It's about 200 yards to the Roanoke exit. We don't know. One driver, though, arrested on suspicion of DUI at the scene.
Okay, so as we're getting those answers, we're bringing them to you, and we've got a lot to get to this morning. We do want to say good morning. I'm Liz DeWicki.
I'm Bill Wixie, and we have team coverage this morning. Brian Flores, as you saw at the scene, right below the Ship Canal Bridge. Also, John Hopperstad headed to the scene there to get a different vantage point. First, though, Adam Gerke, who is tracking a massive backup. Avoid southbound I-5 from the north end. I think that's the bottom line there.
Now a 3-mile backup on southbound 5 from Northgate right on down to about 50th, where all traffic is being routed off of I-5 off the main line at this point. But traffic continues to get through using the express lanes into Seattle, and the express lanes are starting to congest right around the Ship Canal Bridge. In fact, let me step out here for just a second. I can pull this up with our DOT camera shots, and I'll just give you just a taste of what we're starting to see here in those express lanes right in this camera shot here. Give it a moment while it loads here. Just hang with me. You get the actual express lanes underneath the Ship Canal Bridge looking in reasonable shape, but when we start getting in closer towards 50th or so, you really start seeing how things bog down for us. And that is evidenced right here. These are those express lanes as well, as everybody starts shoehorning in and making their way into those express lanes. This has also left us with a few options, such as surface streets and side streets, paralleling I-5 using, say, the University Bridge or the Ballard Bridge, the Fremont Bridge, the Montlake Bridge. Those are options. 99 also continues to work at this point. North 405 and northbound I-5 also finding struggles for us, and now getting reports of some difficulties out closer towards Carnation on 202 between Ames Lake Road and 244th, where down trees have the roadway blocked on 202. So we're having a couple issues of concern. I believe we're going to be taking this back out to Brian Flores at this point. Brian, what are you seeing where you're at in relation to the Ship Canal Bridge now?
Well, Adam, good morning. In terms of what I'm seeing right now, I mean, in terms of the search for a possible person in the water here, that search has concluded. It's concluded about an hour and a half ago. So if you didn't know what was happening on I-5, you probably would have thought that this was just been a normal day here in Lake Union. But as photojournalist Butch Henderson kind of pans up there is right above me is where that crash is. Now, in terms of the story of what happened here, it is believed that another person involved in that crash either, and as Bill mentioned off the top, either walked away from that crash or perhaps even fell from the Ship Canal Bridge into Lake Union. But as we look at some video now, this is what the search looked like from earlier. This was just after 5 o'clock this morning. As Seattle fire crews, Seattle police crews, they were in the water searching for this possible person. So we don't know at this hour where this other person is. We do know the driver that caused this crash, he was arrested. This person was arrested for DUI. We know that. But here's more from what Seattle Fire about their search earlier this morning. Take a listen.
We put rescue swimmers in the water, we put a diver in the water, and unfortunately, due to how much time has passed, it has now turned into a recovery mission. Our water rescue response, once we had the information about the person possibly falling in the water from above, was about 15 minutes after the initial dispatch for the vehicle collision. So we stayed on scene for about an hour searching for the person in the water. We searched near docks, we searched right directly underneath the bridge, but unfortunately we were not able to find him.
And that is where we stand right now. So went from a rescue mission to a recovery mission. Again, it's unclear where this person is or where a body is. We're staying on top of it. If we take a look here, you can see right above here, there's some investigators on the Ship Canal Bridge right there. They're looking down on us, and they've also launched a drone as well over the accident scene to get more answers as they try to wrap up the scene there. But it's going to take some time until that traffic is going to be cleared. We've heard it from Washington State Patrol. It could take several more hours until that scene is clear, which is why the express lanes are open right now to try to get traffic through. But expect this morning to be a mess for quite some time. Guys, back over to you.
Okay, so still a lot of questions to be answered this morning, and we are following the very latest. But a nasty crash, I-5 southbound on the Ship Canal Bridge this morning. Avoid the I-5 main lines heading southbound to the city if you possibly can.